The Isaiah Factor Uncensored starts right now.
And welcome to The Factor Uncensored. You may have heard of our first guest, an exclusive. She is Lonna Wells, a porn actress who was eventually fired from Taco Bell, a job she had to take during COVID-19 because she couldn't shoot any more porn. But she said she was terminated from Taco Bell after she continued to post more videos. Here she is in an exclusive interview here on The Factor. And Lonna Wells joins us here on The Factor Uncensored from Arkansas. Glad to have you here on The Factor Uncensored.
Thank you. I'm glad, you reached out, and I'm happy to be here.
Got it. I mean, I lived in Arkansas for 4 years, and I can hear that accent.
Oh, yeah. It's strong. I have this very strong Southern accent. Everybody's been commenting on it like crazy.
So, Lonna, you were working at Taco Bell, and you said you made it clear in the beginning that you were in porn before you were hired there, and they said no problem. What happened after that?
After that, I had put in, I'd been there about a week and a half, and I was on strictly drive-through, so I was at the window, and honestly, I didn't know there was any problems at all until I got a phone call when I was getting ready to go into work.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought I was getting called to come in early because they've done that before. And my manager said that there had been somebody complain and that my services were no longer needed. And when I asked why, she said, because we had complaints because you're doing porn and they're not comfortable with, giving us any type of business. And I was like, okay, this is strange because we had just discussed this before I had gotten hired.
Mm-hmm. Now, Taco Bell issued a statement publicly saying it was because you broke policies there rather than because of your history in working in the porn industry. Your response to that?
I went through because they never give us a handbook. Well, they never gave me a handbook anyways. And the policy would be the social media policy. You cannot upload photos or videos that make yourself or the company look bad. So that's just their way of saying,
having an online fans page, right?
I've had, I'm on a couple of different sites, and I was promoting my AVN nomination on my Facebook, and of course I have Twitter, and that's what I was fired for. They say it wasn't because of my porn, it was because I broke policy, but that's the policy that I broke.
And for those who are not familiar with AVN, that's the Adult Video Awards, almost the equivalent to Oscars in mainstream, right, for actresses in porn.
Yes, sir.
So now you have been left without a job. Are you working yet again? What's your status?
I went full-time online on my sites. It's odd when because I live like 6 or 7 miles out of town, so I have to drive into town for anything. And when I'm in town, it gets kind of odd. You have the weird stares and the glares and the whispers. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to be able to work a normal vanilla job around where I live at after this, because the person came out on Facebook and said, hey, look, I'm the one that did this, and then has been doing it to girls that have certain pages on the internet around here. They've been putting their business out there too. So.
And for you, have you been able to sustain yourself with your porn work online?
I have. I actually told my husband, I said, look, if I'm not going to be able to get a vanilla job, I'm just going to have to pick it up, do more content, put more content out there, and, work a little bit harder on my sites and just stick strictly to that instead of even worrying about trying to go anywhere else in town to get a job.
Right. And you said when you go into town, you get all kinds of stares, which means you may have some fans out there, or they may have known about the story that's made headlines. Which do you think it is?
Honestly, there's some that's like, oh yeah, hey, you stood up for yourself. We're happy you did this. But then I've lost like friends over this. People you thought were your friends that go out and are like, oh, well, that's gross. That's disgusting.
So did they not know at all that you had a second career?
Well, it's like I said, it's a small town. Everybody knows everybody's business. They all knew about it.
But now that it's public, they're
like, oh yeah, well, and they're just talking all kinds of mad crap, and I'm like, look, y'all were fine with me doing this before it went public, and now you're like, I don't know.
Probably
find out who your friends are.
Yeah, you probably don't need them anyway. Fair weather friends.
Exactly.
Well, Lonna Wells, we want to thank you for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored. And of course, I'm sure all people have to do is Google you and they can find you somewhere, right?
Oh, yeah. It's gotten crazy. Matter of fact, my nephew, he's in his 20s. He tagged my husband on Facebook in a TMZ post.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I'm sorry, family.
Lonna Wells. Now, we did reach out to Taco Bell, and they said, quote, Taco Bell team members come from diverse backgrounds and experiences, and all are welcome into the Taco Bell family. This former team member worked for a franchise location, and the franchisee has informed us that the accusations made are not accurate and that she was instead terminated for violation of their policies and procedures. So she moves on. If you can't work at Taco Bell, where the hell can you work?